there you have it for the quarterfinals. Next up, we move on to the semifinals. It's going to be Eddie J versus Gamer and Elisha versus Tor tonight. And of course, Elisha versus Tor will be for the U.S. title, and Eddie J versus Gamer will be for the Intercontinental title. We will find out who is going to the finals. Plus, Will Omega versus Uncle Howdy in the Last Rites match for the undisputed title. By the way, welcome to Clash at the Castle. We are at the Principality Stadium in Cardiff, Wales, with 74,000 screaming fans, and right now they are ready for the semifinals. First up, Eddie J versus our Intercontinental Champion, Gamer, in a no disqualification match. Ladies and gentlemen, this is for the LDRUW Intercontinental Championship. And there's the bell. Gamer with the right hand, Eddie J is down. And Gamer has been tossed out of the ring. And Gamer's fighting on the apron. Gamer's back in. Kick to the midsection. And what a slam by Gamer. And a spear! Both men are down. Gamer's back up. And wait a minute! Here comes Tech. And he's got a chair! Tech is in the ring with a chair. And oh! And wait a minute. Where'd the lights go? That's Elisha! And oh no! Here comes the Skull Kid. Yeah, boo! Boo the Skull Kid. Edge and Seth. And wait a minute, there's Willow! Yes! Edge and Seth. Oh no! There's Charlie. There's Tech. Tech just took out Elisha. Where's Dean Dragon? This is not going well. I should not have made this a no DQ, and there's a Tech bottom. Come on, Dean, where are you? And a power punch. And oh my God! I don't believe it. Eddie J is the new Intercontinental Champion. Which means he's also going to the finals tonight. We are all in shock after what we just witnessed. Eddie J has defeated Gamer with a little help from the Skull Kids. But where was Dean Dragon? Anyway, congrats to Eddie J. And now it's time for the last semifinal match. It's Last Rites versus One More Core for the U.S. title. And this time, there will be disqualifications in place. Ladies and gentlemen, this is for the LDRUW United States Championship. Like I said, there will be disqualifications this time. I think I owe Gamer an apology for making his match a no DQ. But anyway, here we go. Right hands back and forth. And what a face buster by One More Core. And a snapmare. Or arm drag, rather, sorry. And a suplex by Last Rites. Elisha back on his feet now. And he tried running after Core, but he got tossed out of the ring. Elisha's back in now. Kick to the midsection. And a last ride. And a cover. And Elisha kicked out at 2. Now Elisha fighting back with a Canadian Destroyer. And One More Core kicked out. We're going to get another last ride by Core. Here it is. And Elisha kicked out again. This is their second match, ladies and gentlemen. The winner will go on to a third match. And Elisha on the top rope with a frog splash! And One More Core kicked out! Look at this replay. Nice. A nice frog splash by Elisha. But it wasn't enough. Both men are down. And they sat up at the same time! Core with a kick, and a Canadian Destroyer! A taste of Elisha's own medicine, and he's still kicked out! This is insane! I gotta say, this is a proper retirement match for One More Core. And now Core's on the top rope. What a front flip! And that's it! Ladies and gentlemen, One More Core is the new United States champion. And he's also going to the final with Eddie J. There it is, Eddie J versus Core. The final at Clash of the Castle. The winner will be the King of the Ring and will be able to face the champion at the next PLE. The semifinals are finished, but before we move on to the final, I'd like to show you a preview of our next PLE. Take a look. Bloodbath is the next PLE, and it will happen next month. And that is where our King of the Ring, the winner of this tournament, will challenge our undisputed champion. And speaking of which, we are about to find out who our king will be. Our finalists, Core and Eddie J, are in the ring now. These two have been fighting all night. This is their third match of the night. They're tired, but they're determined, and now they're ready for the final battle. King of the Ring final. Here we go. A power punch by Eddie J right off the bat. This match is probably not going to last that long. This is their third match. Kick to the midsection. And what a slam by Eddie J. And another power punch, left-handed that time. And Core kicked out. Pretty unbelievable considering this is their third match. I don't know how many times I'm going to say that, but... And here's the last ride. And oh my God! These two is not going to give it up. German suplex by Core. Now Core's getting some distance here. He's going to run for it. Clothesline. And now he's headed to the top rope. With a body splash. And that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you the 2026 King of the Ring, One More Core. Core is the core, if you catch my drift. And it's perfect for his retirement tour. Not only that, but he won the U.S. title earlier tonight. He is the King of the Ring, which also makes him the #1 contender for the undisputed title. And he will fight for it at Bloodbath next month. The tournament is over, but our night here in Cardiff is not. We still need to watch our champion defend his title, and that's up next.
So it sounds like everyone is going to be busy with the tournament at Clash at the Castle, which kind of leaves me with nothing to do. There's only a handful of superstars that are not in the tournament, but I don't know if they're available, and I'd really like to defend my title again. But who would I defend against? JC, is there anyone else on the roster? Or have you signed anyone new recently? Actually, Willow. Yeah.
I often ask myself, what does it feel like to die? To me, it's a choice. If you choose darkness, you go straight to hell. Or you can choose life. A clean slate, a new man. But in order to have life, you've got to die first. And that's ironic, because at Clash at the Castle, Bo Dallas, you will die. Because you don't have the devil whispering in your ear any longer. In Cardiff, when I place you inside the deathbed, and you're raised to the ceiling above, you've got to make a decision. You need to decide how you're going to live on this side of eternity. Where you choose darkness, wailing and gnashing of teeth, finality and maggots? Or are you going to choose life? and be a new man. The choice is yours. And as for you who watch, you can do one thing and one thing only. Run.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is for the LDRUW Undisputed Championship. Bo Dallas, also known as Uncle Howdy, and Willow Omega. Bo Dallas get the first punch. And oh my God, he just hit his head on that casket during that choke slam. And now he's been tossed into the corner, and now Willow has lowered the casket. And Bo Dallas is no match. Wait a minute. Bo Dallas is fighting back. And now he's getting out of the ring. I think he's looking for a weapon. And he's got a chair. Bo Dallas back in the ring now. And oh my God! Willow with a punch to the face, and now Bo Dallas just got hit with his own chair. Willow Omega doesn't need that chair. Choke slam into the casket. And the lid is closed. And Bo Dallas has been raised to the ceiling. Ladies and gentlemen, Willow Omega is still the undisputed champion. Bo Dallas is no match for Willow Omega, and that is why he is our champ. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for watching Fact in the Castle. And tune in next week for Monday Night War, where we will prepare for the bloodbath. Until then, I'm JC, and I wish you all a good night.